This is like my worst nightmare right now.
Oh no, it's sideways! Oh no!
I was really excited to go kayaking, but I may have been even more excited to come eat at this place.
Hello from the Sunshine State. We just left Texas earlier this week after a 3-week break for the holidays, and we are making our way southeast for the first part of the year. And we haven't explored much of the south or the east coast, so we're excited to see some new places.
So we were supposed to be filming this vlog in New Orleans today. We had 2 really fun days planned there, but unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans for us. There's this big storm coming, and they were predicting like 70-mile-per-hour gusts.
Yikes.
Over 1 inch of hail, some tornadoes potentially, and we just thought it's not really the best weather to be in with the van, so we booked it all the way to Florida.
We are currently in the Orlando area, and when you think of Orlando, you think of all the theme parks, including Disney, which we're going to be going to here in a couple of days. So we wanted to explore a bit of the area outside of the theme parks.
So we have a really fun day planned today, and we are very excited to show you guys a different side of Orlando.
We are beginning our day just like any other day in our life with some coffee.
Yes, I didn't spill this time.
Hey, good job.
I spilled the last 2 vlogs every time I drank the coffee. So we came to a spot called Foxtail Coffee. From our research, it's one of the top places to get coffee in Orlando. They actually have a ton of locations around Orlando. We're at the Winter Park location, but they have them all spread out, so you're probably always going to be close to one.
Yeah, and the inside is really cool. It's like my style. I like the darker with like wood, with like exposed like metal and stuff. It's like industrial kind of.
Yeah, it's really pretty. And they have a roaster inside, and we always love when we go to a coffee shop that roasts their own beans. And I have to say, I am pretty impressed with the Orlando coffee scene. When doing research on figuring out where to go today, I saw so many really cool, like beautiful craft coffee shops. So good job, Orlando, keeping us caffeinated. So something that our friend TJ, who used to live in Orlando, told us we had to do while we were here is go kayaking on one of the springs. So apparently Orlando has a bunch of different springs that you can kayak on, and they're all very beautiful. But he told us the best spot to come to was this spot called Kings Landing, which takes you on the Rock Springs River Run.
All right, we got our wristband and we're ready to hit the water. So we paid for a 2-person kayak, which was $50, but they let you use it all day long. And just remember, it is cash only. We're off.
So it's about 8.5 miles if you start at Kings Landing and go all the way to the end, and they have a shuttle that will shuttle you back to the starting point, but it's about 4.5 or 5 hours to commit to that, and we didn't want to be away from Kona for that long, so we just rented an out and back kayak, and we're going to explore this area called the Emerald Cut, which we hear is the most beautiful part of this whole run.
They instructed us on the proper route to go, and we're the only ones out here now that I see, even though there were other people that launched before us and they said this is the way to go. But anyways, the first part they told us to go on is upstream, so it's a little tough to go, especially when there's only one person rowing.
Oops. I am helping, just not when I'm filming. We're playing a fun game. It's called Alligator or Stick. So far,
I see one.
All sticks, but we're a little nervous about alligators.
It's the sticks that are like barely popping up out of the water that you think is like an
alligator
head.
Yeah. Also, something interesting we learned about Florida that we did not know, and maybe this is common knowledge, is that there are black bears here. I just didn't expect that because there aren't any mountains or anything, but yeah, so we'd be worried about bears.
There's also
panthers and alligators. and all sorts of other crazy wildlife. I read that the water is about 72 degrees year round, and I wasn't sure if that would feel cold, if it feel warm, but it feels perfect. And the water is so clear, you can see everything below you. It's almost deceiving because it'll get really deep but then really shallow, and sometimes you plop down into a deep part. I'm about upper thigh deep right now. This is awesome.
Yeah, this is fun. It's nice, overcast.
Yeah, it's not too hot.
Cool.
Nice breeze going.
It's easy to find your own little space.
Yeah, we've seen people, but it hasn't felt crowded by any means.
Either
So
people are going slow, or
there's a log. No, there's a log.
Either people are going slow, or they're trucking by you. So it's easy to just kind of go at your own pace and have no one around you.
And I think I've read that in the summer it gets pretty crazy here, but we are here. It is January, early mid-January. I don't know what day it is, but that might be part of why it's not super busy, because it's not hot, but it's not cold either. It's perfect. It's absolutely perfect.
We didn't reach the end. We don't know how much farther it is until the end to turn around, so we just turned around here, and it is so much easier going back. We're just paddling uphill, or upstream. Going the other way, and this way you can just kick back and just
Sit back and relax.
and maybe steer it just a little bit, because we're gonna hit this tree.
Ooh. Look, Ma, no hands. Okay, now steer. Sideways. Oh no. Sprinkling? Oh no, it just started raining.
Made it. Survived.
We originally wanted to go snorkeling with manatees today. It's something that is really popular to do here in the wintertime. The manatees come into the springs to escape the cold because the springs are about 72 degrees year round, but it was pretty expensive and kind of far away, so we X'd that idea and did this instead. And I'm really glad we did because it was cheaper, it was closer, and it was so dang beautiful.
But man, my shoulders are killing me. It was a pretty good workout, and it worked up an appetite, and gonna go get some lunch.
Let's go eat.
I was really excited to go kayaking, but I may have been even more excited to come eat at this place. We're at this spot called Sticky Rice Lao Street Food, and it just looks incredible. It's one of those order at the counter type spots, which for those who've watched us for a while know that we love those places. And almost everything, I think everything minus one item on the menu is under $10.
So in typical A+K fashion, we ordered quite a spread. But the first thing that came was the Kapun Nam Gai. It's like a curry soup. Has chicken in it, noodles, cabbage, cilantro. These peppers I'm kind of scared of, but man, it looks so good. We've got some sticky rice here already, and then I saw these by the counter up there, and they're shrimp chips. I don't know, looked good. Wanted to try them, so here they are.
So they bring out the food as it's ready, and we have all of our food here now. The last few things we got are the grilled sticky street wings. We have this lemongrass jerky, and then we have a crispy rice lettuce wraps. I'm cheating because I can't remember, we got so many things. And this has pork, peanuts, coconut, lime, a bunch of stuff in it, and then you eat it with the lettuce. And they just told another table that you're supposed to eat with your hands, which sounds really fun, but also problematic if you watch me eating on vlogs often.
Going for the wings first. That smells good.
Wings aren't a very sexy thing to film.
Not very attractive to film, but they're so moist Have a grill flavor.
2 vlogs in a row you said moist.
Yeah, we got moist on there, 2 vlogs in a row. But it's got a grilled flavor. They're nice and juicy. They're sweet, but kind of a little bit of spice. They're solid. I think I have some in my mouth. Next is the lemongrass beef jerky. It's like really crispy. I don't know if they fried it or what, but
Normally I'm really picky about jerky. I don't love the toughness that it can have sometimes, but this is really crunchy, like hard on the outside, but you can easily pull it apart like that.
you hear the crunch.
Hands down, this is the best jerky I've ever had. It is so soft. It's not chewy at all. It doesn't hurt your jaw to eat like jerky can. And there's a crunchiness, and it has a really good flavor. This is awesome. It's like eating candy. It's like jerky candy.
Can't forget about my shrimp chips. They don't taste like anything. It doesn't taste like shrimp.
Just crunchy.
I don't know, but I know what would be good on it. I'm gonna give this yellow sriracha a try. Come on.
Oh, that's a lot.
They're better.
It's like chips and salsa.
Yeah.
Chips and sriracha.
Yeah. Just a little appetizer, I guess. They're alright, but probably won't ever get them again.
I have been hooked on curries lately, and this looks incredible. It looks super coconutty, and the noodles. And,
Burn your mouth.
I'll probably do broth, just because if I try to eat the noodles on camera, it's gonna be like all over me.
I'm gonna have to pry it away from you.
Oh my gosh, Adam, I don't think I can share this one. It is so creamy. It has the best flavor. I need to figure out how to make this in the van.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Crispy rice lettuce wraps. It's really good. It has a lot of peanut flavor. It's very crispy. I do think this would be good with sriracha also, so I'm gonna add some It's very crispy, as the name implies. It's really good with sriracha added. It has like a good flavor by itself, but it's not like a super strong flavor. So the sriracha just gives it like an extra kick.
Man, that felt like a feast. That was, I don't know, it was a lot of food, but man, it was so good, right?
Only $36 for all of that,
Yeah.
which is, I think,
That's
a really good deal.
Yeah, that was a lot of food. That bowl of curry was huge, and it was so delicious. That might be my favorite.
I think that was my favorite thing too. It was all really, really good.
Yeah.
But that, just the creaminess of it and the coconuttiness of it was
Yeah.
just,
I'd go back for all of it, except maybe one thing, and it's these guys. And I might let Kona try one or all of them.
Yeah, I mean, they just don't have much flavor, but they
Yeah.
have, if you like crunchy things,
Yeah, if you like it,
they might not
you
be
like
too
it.
bad. Sticky Rice had some amazing looking desserts, but I found this ice cream place that I was really wanting to go to called the Greenery Creamery, which is the cutest name
I love
ever.
that name.
It has lots of plants inside too, which is my favorite.
It's super unique because, so I got this charcoal waffle cone, has charcoal in it, but this is like my worst nightmare right now.
Oh no, it's Italy
It's
all
really
over
bad.
again.
But I got a smoked caramel and a sour orange pie, and then you can get these toppings. Oh my gosh, it's like dripping everywhere. You can get these toppings of these crystals. So this is basil and raspberry crystals. What'd you get?
I got hibiscus crystals, and then I got the salty caramel and a lemon poppy seed. This might be worse in Italy. It was
Yeah.
holding up so well, and now it's falling apart.
It's just like, yeah, it's a disaster right now.
It's really good. The crystals are really good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we gotta eat this. That did not go as planned at all. We walked out of the store, hit the outside temperature, and it was holding up really well. They were nice and frozen, and we were like, oh, this is super exciting. And then as soon as we rounded the corner, it just, like the floodgates opened, and it was
like a freaking waterfall.
pouring. It was like melting
Yes.
so fast.
Flashbacks to our Italy vlogs where it
man.
was just like
But it's
dripping.
melting all over us. was all over us.
All over our hands. It got on the camera somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah,
but-
that was unreal. So
Yeah.
sorry if that looked unappetizing. Here's a photo of what it looks like in its best form.
But again, we both got smoked caramel, and you got a lemon poppy seed flavor. How was that?
It was really, really good.
Yeah.
The smoked caramel was my favorite of the two, though.
And I got a sour orange pie, and man, it was really good. It had like the pie crust, like pieces in it. And
Both of my flavors, so the salty caramel and the lemon poppy seed, were vegan. So like half the flavors there are vegan, half of them have dairy and egg and all that stuff in it. They have a bunch of different cones to choose from, a bunch of really cool toppings. Super cute place on the inside. Yeah, it was delicious. We had to eat it really fast, and we enjoyed every very fast lick of it.
we just walked off our huge sticky rice feast and our delicious ice cream at Lake Eola Park. And if you didn't know, fun fact about Orlando, there are over 100 lakes in the city.
Which I didn't know that at all. When I was looking at the map, it's just like blue, 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 all the lakes. We had a really fun day exploring Orlando outside of the theme parks. Like most of you guys, I'm sure watching, a lot of people come to Orlando to go to Disney, Universal. I've been here a few times for work, but we've never really explored outside of those things. So it was really fun to find some awesome gems in the city. There's definitely a lot more to Orlando than just the theme parks.
Yeah, and if you're coming here anytime soon and you need some ideas of things to do that aren't just the theme parks, we're gonna post a blog post soon with a list of stuff you can do here.
Yeah, a lot more than we got to today. There's
Yeah.
a lot more delicious food to check
Oh,
out.
yeah.
So make sure to check that out. But that is a wrap on our Orlando vlog today. But get pumped because next time you see us, we're gonna be at Disney World. I'm going to Disney
Mickey,
World.
Minnie, I'm coming for you.
Okay, she told me I needed to grab a drink from this cooler, but I know it's a prank, but I don't know what it is. I'm kind of scared. Ah! It's a snake. And blood. Ah!